Hey there, it's your Chief Visionary, Natasha Davis with Impact Branding, and I am coming to you with step 4 of this 5 Simple Steps series where we are focused on supply chain management, how to use it, how to understand it with simplicity, right? And so this series, I'm going to talk to you about the difference in vertical versus horizontal integration, and I'm also going to show you why it's even relevant. Okay, so here in step 4, we're breaking down the simple principles, or we're simplifying, I should say, the principles of supply chain management, because supply chain management can be really, really confusing and also quite intimidating, especially if you're a new business or a small business. And also if you're in service, as a service-based business, you may not realize that you need an SCM process because you think, well, I don't have products and I don't manufacture. Not true. If you haven't checked out series step 1 and 2 and 3, you will know it's really important, right? So go check that out and you'll get some more hashtag golden nuggets, right? So in this series, I'm going to enlighten you on the basics of vertical integration and horizontal integration so that you can either choose your strategy or you can improve your strategy. You may need to start pivoting the way that you're doing business in order to make things flow a little bit cleaner and also to be more efficient and get the business to perform effectively, right? So vertical integration. Vertical integration is where the company owns the entire supply chain so that there is no dependency on external forces. Basically, I don't need any external support. We got everything in-house. This helps the company to reduce cost of production while maintaining total control. However, that sounds really exciting, but here's something I want you to keep in mind. Vertical integration can create significant challenges with access and delivery, those two key things. Why? Because the company now is the ends all be all. They manage the entire flow in-house. It resides in-house. So where one thing goes wrong, it's going to directly affect the other things. And so it's going to really kind of bottleneck and hold things up. So where vertical integration is really cool because I don't have any dependency, it also can create a challenge because everything is managed in-house and your ability to pivot is a little bit more sluggish. And also in the wake of economic issues, your ability to pivot is going to be a little bit more stagnant. It's going to be rough. It's going to be rough. Also, this particular supply chain management strategy, the vertical integration, requires you to have a lot of money and also a lot of manpower because remember, you are managing everything in-house. All right. Horizontal integration, a little bit different with supply chain management. Horizontal integration is where the company engages in mergers and acquisitions, right? So M&A. So it's really fun. It's like, oh, I'm going to buy up a company and so forth. And I particularly like M&A. I really do love mergers and acquisitions. That's one of our strategies at Impact Branding. So when you're buying other companies, there's a couple things that you want to consider, especially with horizontal integration, because you can purchase another company that has similar products and services, or they have products and services that you need in order to complement and deliver your product and service, right? So you can buy like products or services or complementing things that help you to produce. When you engage in horizontal integration, the goal is, well, not really the goal, but what happens is you decrease competition. That's really the goal, right? Let's be honest. You're decreasing competition, but you're also increasing product delivery and product diversity. That's really a big thing. However, horizontal integration is also used to achieve economies of scale very rapidly. And I've taught about economies of scale already. So if you haven't checked out one of the series on economies of scale, or you haven't gone over to the ibcacademyonline.com, you should go over there and check that out. So I show you how to break that down, because I know that may be something people may be like, oh, what's that? Or how do I really make that happen? So horizontal integration is one of the most valuable tools that you use and the best strategy that you use to achieve economies of scale. However, this particular supply chain management can lead to industry monopoly, and industry monopoly can also bring some big problems. And I can tell you, in some industries, it's actually illegal and forbidden, because when you start to have excessive horizontal integration, excessive M&As of similar industries, you start to fall under heavy scrutiny from antitrust laws. So those are things that you want to think about. However, you have this information now of your 5 simple steps: vertical integration, horizontal integration with respect to your supply chain. Choose or improve your preferred strategy and figure out which one's the best fit for your business. Keep all of the advantages and disadvantages, pluses and minuses. Keep that in mind. So there you have it, insight into supply chain management as it relates to vertical and horizontal integration. If you haven't already subscribed to our Impact Branding Videos YouTube channel, click that button down there, hit subscribe so you can be aware when we got some new information here for you. Also, make sure you let some other people know that hashtag learning is earning right here at Impact Branding Videos. And check out the next step in this series next week, because we're going to release it next week. All right. I'm your chief visionary, Natasha Davis. And remember, at Impact Branding, we make sure that no good brand is left behind.